Hello, welcome to Diary of a GhostEO. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Sarah.
Okay, well, let's not waste any time and go straight into Ourcraft. While we're waiting, you should like and subscribe to my channel, not Sarah's, just mine. And today we're talking about, do you know what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about recent Japan vlogger drama, sort of. I mean, just some thoughts we have on it. Oh boy,
What was that?
what was that? Where am I? This seems actually very dangerous. Okay. My Minecrafting is also not going so well. Anyways, so there are these JVloggers. We still call them that?
I don't know.
It's kind of like, it feels a bit outdated, right?
Yeah, it does feel very outdated.
Yeah. But
Japan content creators.
Japan content creators, yeah. So one is this lady called Oriental Pearl, which, I mean, if you follow what?
Just the name already.
Yeah, she said she called herself after a hotel in Shanghai or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was like a flower or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, the thing is, right?
Yeah.
Oriental, right?
Yeah.
In Europe, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
Should not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't say that. We don't like that. Ever since Edward Said came out with his monumental work Orientalism, we learned that that was a mistake.
Yeah.
But here in the Orient, here in the far east, though, they do use like the kind of stuff sometimes.
Really, I don't.
Like, I don't think they really care that much. Like, it's here, I feel like, in Japan or in China. I don't know. I don't want to speak for that, because I think it's much more of a like India and Arab, Arab kind of thing, anyways.
Oh, interesting. Because in the UK,
Yeah.
a lot of people use Asia and Asian specifically for India, and so then they would say Oriental, but not now really.
Right.
But for Far East.
Oh, very interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not on top of all of these topics, but I'm just always thinking about like how we have, like, in Japan we have this there's this restaurant in Shinjuku called the Colonial Lounge. It's an Indian restaurant, and it's like also a bit insane from a European perspective. Like, I don't think.
I mean, the thing is with Japan too.
Yeah.
Is that everything here? It's just words. Right? Like,
that's true.
Like, they can put something really offensive on a t-shirt. No one cares. I don't think they would even care if you explain it to them, because it's just words.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, like, they have this recent trend where they put on storefronts massive amount of, like, inspirational English words, which are completely like just stupid nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, I always think about the time when we were walking through Takashimaya, and in a designer store, they had a pair of shoes on top of the Communist Manifesto. And this seems like funny. It almost seems like a statement. But it's just a book. It's just there to be a decoration. What's in the book doesn't matter. The title of the book doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Reading doesn't matter. What matters is the bag or shoes has something to be on top of, and a book looks good.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because then on the other hand, right, like, Japan is like a highly literate and like reading society.
Yeah.
Like, you see children here reading all the time and stuff like that, unlike other countries. you know So it's interesting, but it is just a prop.
It's
right?
just
like
the consumer side of society, right? It's like, people don't really care about these kind of topics that we talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it's very apolitical.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. So we introduced one of our protagonists. Not very well so far. She does like a lot of kind of like, I mean, I don't want to say slop, but it is slop. Like this kind of foreigner surprises Asian with perfect Chinese or perfect Japanese. You know, I'm sure lots of people have seen these, right? Like they were very big, and yeah, and I always had like an interesting kind of like I hate that kind of content. I do not care about it at all, right? But like the way she talks about like the business aspect of it sometimes is very genuine. Yeah. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. She made a video a while ago, going around a relatively affluent area of Japan, one that we know very well, and like a lot of foreigners here know it too. And there's been like some graffiti there, right? And she made a video about this. This is Japan is going to the dogs. You know, it's really terrible.
She did not say Japan is going to the dogs.
It's the end. But the Muslim hordes are coming.
Stop. There was a narrative that was kind of unsaid that look, Japan's getting worse. You know, look, there's more graffiti, and then she walked around the red light district, just like just showing, you know, look, there's trash here and so on.
Yeah. I mean, it fits. The thing is, it fits a type of content that's pretty popular among some, among some people right now.
Yeah.
And it did okay. Well, when she was called out for it, it's like this did not do well. Look, I only made $1,500 with this video. It's like a little bit. It's like, oh, just okay, all right. But anyway, so I mean, this was just one part of the video. It was like this affluent part that had some graffiti, and she added some extra graffiti to it, which, you know, like, you know, you got to do what you got to do for the clicks. And then she went through Shibuya and was like pointing some stuff out there, which was also kind of like silly, right? And then she did like as a last thing, she went to Shinjuku and talked about how there's these homeless young women who are like doing sex work and things.
Did she talk about that in the original video much?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100. I mean, she just kind of like it was like, I mean, it was a bit low effort. Let's be honest.
She was just want to walk around. She's like, you know, look at this bad thing, look at that bad thing.
Yeah, it fits into certain viewing habits of the YouTube population. That was, oh, I used to be a. Let me see if I can fix this because I disappeared. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I'm just gone. Well, we just have one person now, then I guess. I don't know why this happened.
We restart.
I guess I'll just cut it, but I don't know what to do. 1 second. It's like if I can't.
Woo! Oh, that's so cute.
Who's that?
It's so cute, but it's not really good for mouth.
No, I mean, it might be. The problem is just it's not loading. And we're back after a certain amount of tech troubles. You remember where we were before?
You were about to explain the second character in the story.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Oh, spider. And the other one is Chris Pratt, also very famous. It's like kind of probably one of the biggest Japan influencers now, I guess. I don't really watch them anymore because I live in Japan. You know, I don't have to watch Japan content. You know, did you know about this? And so, but yeah, I used to watch him before we moved here. And he's just like, he seems pretty wholesome. He does like very like old kind of YouTube stuff, right? Like where he puts like a lot of effort into his videos. I
don't even feel like that's old. You know what I mean? I feel like old would be like taste tests or something. Like I feel like he just does higher effort.
Okay, here's what I think it is. Yeah, like what he does, right? Is like what YouTubers once they get big and they have some sort of filming ambitions too.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And suddenly, like, they don't make, like, these smaller videos anymore in there, like, because he used to do that in his own bedroom or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But now, he makes, like, these massive videos. I think I don't really watch them anymore. That's just my opinion. But either way, so this video we discussed, first of all, rubbed him a bit the wrong way, because he's been, you know, getting it sent by his viewers and be like, oh man, what's happening to Japan? It's going downhill, isn't it? Right? And he kind of he just made a post at first, right? Was it on his Reddit?
Reddit. No, I think it was on Twitter. He talks about it.
I don't see the difference. And he talked about how it's like kind of annoying, and then like people are making videos just like making it seem like Japan is like really going really badly, and then everyone believes it and sees the kind of thing, but that's kind of not what he's seeing. And so he still hadn't made like any video or anything like that, right? And Oriental Pearl made like another video like the day after, right? Like almost immediately, being like, he called me out. This is what did she call it? Creator on creator violence. It's, you know, it's like you're attacking my business. You know, I don't know. It was just a little bit.
She said that so she tried to be like, sorry, I just use a GoPro and I don't have a professional film crew. And then she also tried to say, he's like someone in a high tower spitting on the peasants or something.
Yeah. This, by the way, a YouTuber with 1.5 million followers, you know, the peasant here. Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, she made like a long video about this, right? And she called him the C word, creative. And what? No. And so, okay, and that was the end of it. No?
Then he made a video that was barely about her. I think it was more about how sensationalist content is just, taking off now, and people get rewarded for, what matters is the amount of views you get, not how accurate your video is, or even if people like your video. It's just about getting attention. And this is all kind of at a bad time where there's a lot of anti-immigrant sentiment,
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to talk about this maybe at a later date too, but it is true, right? Like the kind of, I do think like the discussion online is so removed from like the reality of like living here, definitely as like, like white foreigners that we all are, you know, right? Like, I mean,
no,
both
yeah.
Oriental Pearl,
Yeah.
Chris Broad, that's like very, very like, that's what I always say, right? Like the anti-foreigner sentiment that is here, which does definitely exist to a degree, it never they don't think of white people.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like they actually think white people are great.
Yeah, it's not really all anti-foreigner. It's like, a kind of,
they particularly hate Chinese.
It's about like certain stereotypes of people.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a lot of stereotypes, and it's a real online phenomenon, right? Like I feel like people here like are pretty nice usually. Yeah.
But I think that this is the case with every topic, is that you've got people in person who are well adjusted. The average person you meet when you go outside is not the average person you're seeing online who's angry, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people who post online angry stuff, they don't go out very much, right? That's one part of it.
That is true.
But also, people use the internet to kind of vent, I guess. And the people who are angriest, they post a lot online. Like what they used to say about Twitter is there's some analysis of like trolls, and they're only a very small like proportion of the user base, but they create so much of the tweets, right?
Yeah.
And I just think that's why the internet seems so bad, is because these people who are really angry and have really extreme views, they're the loudest ones. And also they get the most attention because they say crazy things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is true, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, the thing is, it does filter somewhat down. That's kind of like my worry, right? Like it does.
Yeah, it does have an impact in the end.
Yeah, on what people are thinking about, and what politicians are thinking about too, right? So it's not like completely harmless or whatever.
Yeah, and it makes people scared.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think everyone's feeling it. It makes you miserable, right? Like when you go online and you just see all this hateful, angry stuff all the time. The world's ending. Everything's going terribly. And it's not like it's not like there's no truth to it, right? Yeah. But it's just the relentless negativity online. It just makes things worse everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And especially with like this kind of content where it's like, oh, Japan is going really badly or whatever. Like it also it fits like a certain person who has like a weird relationship to Japan, where they're like really projecting like they're usually like they're very specific nationalist, ethno-nationalist thoughts on it.
Yeah.
You know? Actually, I commented on a YouTube video earlier because someone. This is also another of my current annoyances. Like someone was like talking about Takaichi and how like the media hates her. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about? The media universally loves her. Like, but it's like it's this kind of MAGA point of view where they're trying to push this into it,
They
right?
want her to be an underdog.
They want her to be an underdog when really like she's like everyone likes her.
Yeah.
Like against any policy and lack of anything.
Yeah.
They just like they love her, and like so there's like a massive support for her, and all like you can only see like good articles about her basically. Like that's the other thing where I was heard earlier, like there was this university person who was like, well, the Japanese media is very left-leaning. I was like, what media are you reading? And
that's
like
ridiculous.
It's insane. Like what are they comparing this to? Like definitely not to the people of Japan, because like they are way more progressive than like all of that kind of stuff, right? And so anyway, so like this white Western YouTuber was like talking about it and was saying like, oh, the media is so negative to her, and I guess like I was like, what are you talking about? It's like it's a joke saying like she's negative, but he misunderstood. He thought I was saying it's like it's a joke that the media is doing this.
Oh my god, yeah. So funny.
And he was like, liking my video. It's like, yeah, isn't it amazing that even though the media is so terrible, everyone likes it? It's like, that's must my point. Like the media is creating this, like people are just pretending she's like, it's like.
The thing is, there's certain people who don't like her, right? Because we looked into her background and what she says. But most people don't care about that. Most people don't care about the policy. What they care about is that she doesn't sound like an idiot when she has a speech, right?
Like she's,
yeah.
She's more or less like Abe, right?
Yeah. So the people she has a bit more charisma. Just seems a bit more normal.
Yeah.
Like even she's bouncing around with Trump. She was at some maybe UN meeting and she touched a guy's shoulder and everyone was talking about.
Was Boric, right? The Chilean president. Leftist.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was Boric. Okay. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So she kind of like the vibes are right. Like that's the thing. Like the vibes are much righter now in Japan because someone who's like Abe is back in power, and like so it's kind of like, oh, I guess things will be good now, even though nothing will really change. And they have like a honeymoon phase like they usually have, but they didn't have with like Ishiba and Kishida and maybe not even Suga. I'm not 100% sure on that, because the media didn't want it.
Yeah.
Right? Like the media hated Ishiba from the first moment. That's what the reality is.
That's kind of the interesting thing with Japan because it's always the same party, right? And nothing drastically changes. They're kind of slow to do much of anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like, if the living standards go up, she's going to be really popular. But if things continue how they're going now, I don't think she
Well, that's what I'm wondering, how long it actually can go on with just like the vibes being right. Everyone talking it up and like the Meloni effect, right? Like immigration more than ever in Italy under far right, like she's literally a fascist. I think she calls herself a fascist. Like I'm not 100% sure, but she's part of a fascist party, right? And immigration more than ever.
Yeah.
But people are like, well, she's trying. She's on our side. Everyone's feeling good. Like, it's good. It's all right.
It's like, more about what they say and what they represent than the policies.
So I think like people who didn't like Abe for his far right stances, don't like Takaichi because they looked into it, and most other people don't really give a shit, and like the vibes are just right for them.
Yeah.
And I think that's like just the reality we're seeing right now, and so. I don't know.
Yeah.
We went a bit astray there.
Yeah. It just reminds me, I was talking to a Japanese friend about politics.
Yeah.
And she kind of voiced some strange opinions. And was talking about immigrants and so on. And I was trying to, relate it to her actual life and how, left-wing politics would help her, that they would, because she gets paid very little, and actually it's the kind of job she does is something that more left-wing parties here would try and fight for. It's like, I don't want to go into details, but it's kind of like a human rights issue.
I mean,
but to her, like, it was just kind of, she just didn't connect politics with her life.
Yeah.
Right? Politics was more something like theoretical that, was about other people, right? And so she didn't support left-wing politics because of X, Y, and Z, like nothing to do with her life.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, that's this massive tragedy of like leftist politics, right? Like, if people were to just look at their own situation, like, would I be better off or worse off if the policies that, like, even like a milquetoast left party would implement, they would all be like, yeah, we should vote for it, like, because they would be better for 95% of people. That's just like how it is, right? Like, most people benefit from like the government providing healthcare, providing schools, like raised minimum wage, because they are not the billionaires,
Yeah.
But people, don't really connect that. But on the other, I mean, like, whatever. Like, I think like there was a bit of a backlash, not in the media so much, to Takaichi, where they kind of went a little bit too far. Like, she's not. Like, there are like real far right people here too. Who are kind of like, maybe we should have Korea again, kind of situation. It's like that's not her, right? Like, she is like a global homo kind of person. It's my favorite word. I love that word. So I don't know. I think it's okay. Your computer is about to run out. I think. Yeah. So this is completely discussed. We stayed on topic. It was very fruitful for everyone. Who were you?
Sarah.
Okay, say bye to everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye. Like and subscribe.